God bless you all. This is your boy Kev. Welcome back to the channel. Lo Primo Cousin coming again with a 5-minute Friday. On this beautiful day, whether you watch it on a Friday, whether you watch it later on, I want to share with you guys this. I was listening to the song Wait on You by Maverick City, and so the second bridge of that song, they recite Isaiah 40 verse 31. And I'm the type of person that when things touch me, when things speak to me, I'm like, okay, I want to know, or I want to investigate or find out what happened before, or what God was saying to them before, maybe even after. And so I'm like, I want to read the whole chapter and see what God tells me. So I decided to study this chapter. And I'm like, I'm going to take it one by one. I have a hard time with reading comprehension, so I can't read a bunch and capture it all. It just doesn't work for me. So I'm like, I want to break this chapter down. I want to see what God is speaking to his people. We're going to go with verse 1, Isaiah chapter 40, verse 1. And it says, comfort, comfort my people, says your God. And I'm like, comfort. Okay, comfort can mean a lot of things. It just, means to be comfortable, to be okay with something. And so I'm like, I want to break this down, and I want to share this with you guys, because that little word comfort and God saying comfort my people just got so deep, at least for me. If it ministers to you, if it touches your life, I want to share how it impacted mine. So the definition of comfort means a state of physical ease and freedom from pain or constraint. Or another definition said alleviation of a person's feelings of grief or distress. So I'm like, okay, there's several words that speak right in the definition of comfort. Physical ease, healing, freedom from pain, whether it's internal, whether it's physical, or from constraint. It also says alleviation from people or person's feelings of grief or distress. So God also given us comfort in the healing of our emotional issues, whether it's mental, whether it's someone hurt you, whether it's pain that you've endured as a child, or out of a relationship that just didn't go well, or even from people that turn your back on you. And then one word that caught my attention was constraint. Okay, what can that mean, to be constrained or to be restrained? So I looked up the word restraint, and it's a measure or condition that keeps someone or something under control or within limits. Something that restricts freedom or prevents someone from doing something. And these are like textbook definitions on Google, whatever your source of finding definitions is. In comfort alone, we found healing, physical ease, freedom from pain or restraint, alleviation of feelings or grief, emotional comfort. From that, the word restraint just popped out, and a measure or condition that keep someone or something limited. To me, when I read this, I'm like, out of the word comfort that God speaks to this people, when he speaks comfort to his people, and he brings and he just says it, so comfort for my people. When I thought of restraint, it's something that holds you back. It's something that usually ties something down. It's holding something together without it being able to move, or to keep it together so it doesn't fall over, doesn't break, doesn't get out of place. But in the definition, it says within limits. The second definition says restricts freedom. So not only is God healing us, he's freeing us and working and giving us that peace and that tranquility in our hearts and our minds, that everything's okay, that he's there. He also speaks about the things that limit us in this comfort. Did God did he really just do that? And he's speaking to the people of Jerusalem. He's completely freeing them of all these things. And I thought to myself, I'm like, man, God is so amazing. He's so purposeful. In the simplicity of comfort, we find healing, we find freedom. And now I ask you, what are those restraints that don't allow God's comfort to actually comfort you? What are those restraints in your life, whether it's addictions, whether it's pain, whether it's wounds, whether it's your past, whether it's decisions, whatever it applies to you? What are those restraints that aren't allowing you to receive God's comfort, to receive his freedom, to receive his love, to receive his peace that surpasses all understanding? What are those restraints? Now, I want you to self-analyze. I want you to take these things with you and self-analyze what's holding you back. We all have a purpose, we all have a calling, we all have agendas, we all have ideas, we all have dreams. But at the end of the day, it's God's will what happens in our lives. What is holding you back from seeing that? Thank you for watching. God bless you all. I love you guys. I know I went over the 5 minutes. I try to keep standards, but when it's God's word, it's kind of impossible to limit it to our own capacity of 5-minute Fridays. Or I'm going to try my best, but this spoke to me this week in the simple matter of listening to a song. I was literally working out when I was listening to the song, and I paused. I'm like, I gotta go read this. I literally stopped working out and went to my room, and I'm like, this is crazy. So comfort. God is offering you comfort. Don't let those things that restrain you take that away from you. God bless y'all. Like, subscribe, share, comment, and take it easy, guys. Bye.